Most people think risk is dangerous. They think risk means losing money, making mistakes, failing badly, so they avoid it. They play it safe. But here's the truth. The biggest risk is actually not taking any risk at all, because while you are staying safe, you might also be staying stuck. Rich people don't avoid risk. They think about it very differently. They don't ask, how do I avoid risk? They ask, how do I control it? In this video, you'll learn how rich people really think about risk and how you can start thinking the same way. Ask yourself today, am I avoiding risk or avoiding growth? Let's start with a simple difference. Poor mindset says, risk equals danger. Rich mindset says, risk equals opportunity. Here's what that looks like. A person with fear-based thinking might say, I don't want to lose money. So they never invest. They never try something new. They stay comfortable. But rich thinkers ask, what could I gain? They focus on the upside. They understand something important. Every opportunity comes with risk, but avoiding all risk means avoiding all opportunity. Think about this. If you never take a chance, you never fail, but you also never win. Rich people don't ignore risk. They study it. They measure it. They take calculated risks, not blind ones. Before saying this is risky, ask, what is the possible reward? And is it worth it? Here's something most people don't understand. Rich people don't take crazy risks. They reduce risk first. They prepare, they learn, they plan. For example, before starting a business, they study the market. Before investing, they learn the basics. Before making a move, they think ahead. This makes the risk smaller. Poor thinking says, it might fail, so I won't try. Rich thinking says, how can I make this safer and still try? That one shift changes everything, because now you are not guessing. You are thinking. Before taking action, ask, how can I lower the risk instead of avoiding it? Most people think risk means big scary moves, but that's not true. Rich people take small risks consistently. They don't jump blindly. They step forward again and again. Small risks look like learning a new skill, starting a side project, speaking up, trying something new. These don't feel huge, but over time, they change your life because every small risk builds confidence, experience, growth, and those things compound, just like money. Think of it like this. If you improve 1% every day, that becomes massive over time. Take one small risk today. Do something new, even if it feels uncomfortable. Here's the real problem. Most people don't avoid risk because it's bad. They avoid it because they feel afraid. Fear makes things look bigger than they are. It says, what if you fail? What if people judge you? What if it doesn't work? But rich thinkers don't follow fear blindly. They use logic. They ask, what are the actual chances? What is the worst case? Can I recover? Most of the time, the fear is bigger than the real risk. And even if things go wrong, they learn. They adjust. They move forward. Fear stops you. Logic moves you. Write down your fear, then write the worst case scenario. You'll often realize it's not as bad as it feels. Let's end with the truth most people ignore. The real risk is staying the same, doing nothing, avoiding change. Because while you feel safe, time keeps moving. Opportunities pass, growth slows down, and years later, you realize you stayed in the same place. Rich people understand this. That's why they act. Not perfectly, not fearlessly, but consistently. They don't wait for zero risk. They move with smart risk. And that's what builds success. So now the question is, will you stay safe or will you grow? Make one decision today that moves your life forward, even if it feels uncertain. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content on mindset, success, and discipline. Because once you change how you think, you change how you live.